Hi friends, welcome to my channel Tech Wonder. Today we are going to talk about objects in Salesforce. So what are objects? Objects are a crucial element in Salesforce as they provide structure for storing data and are incorporated into the sales interface, allowing users to interact with the data. It is similar like to a database table. Say like object fields are similar in concept to a database column, while records are similar in concept to a database row. Now, how many types of objects do we have in Salesforce? So there are standard objects and the custom objects. Standard objects are the ones that are given by Salesforce, and the custom objects can be created by the user of the Salesforce or the admin, we can say. The admin can go ahead and create the custom object as per the requirement. Okay, now we will see how to create a custom object in the Salesforce. But before that, let's see what are the default standard objects that are provided into the Salesforce. Okay, so if you see my screen, opportunities, leads, tasks, files, accounts, contacts, campaigns. So these are all the standard objects that are provided by Salesforce. Now we will see how to create a custom object into Salesforce. So for that, click on gear icon and go to setup. In new tab, the setup page will be loaded. Click on object manager and here click on create custom object. Okay, so now this is the page where you need to enter the details to create a custom object. Now if you see the notification is being shown over here, whenever the custom object is being created, it is not visible to all the profiles. Okay, so those objects, the custom objects that are created, are disabled for all profiles by default. So what you have to do is you have to go and enable those object permissions in permission sets, or by editing custom profiles. You can go and assign this object to each and every profile. Okay, now to create a custom object, we need to have some name. Okay, so let's consider a object name as proposals. Okay, so proposal is a label that I'm going to use that will be called as a proposal, and that is a custom object name. So we also need to mention the plural label of that custom object. So if it is proposal, then plural will be proposals. Okay, so this will be used in our reportings. Okay, so then we have like the object name is used when referencing the object via the API. So this is the object name that will be used. Okay, and this is by default. What is the label is being provided, it auto fills it. Coming next, enter record name, label and format. So what happens, right? Whenever you create any custom object, the name word gets attached to that label. So if you see here, proposal is shown as proposal name. If you add a lead, it will show as lead name. Or if you add account, it will show as account name. It depends. Okay, so say now it is a text. If you want to go and change to auto number, you can go and change to auto number. Data type, so data type is like either text or auto number. So in text, it is like you can enter the number, letter, any combination. If you select the data type as auto number, so auto number is like it keeps on incrementing each and every time whenever a new record is being created. Okay, so right now in proposals, I don't want auto number. So what I'll say is like I want text. Now there are some optional features which are here present in while creating the custom object. So it is like allow reports, allow activities, track field history, allow in chatter groups. So what I want to do is I want all these things enabled. I want this custom object to be included in all those activities. Also, there is a second option like object classification. By default, you'll see like this are already ticked. So let it be as it is. Then the deployment status, it will be by default deployed. Let it be as it is. Search status. Okay, when the setting is enabled, your users can find records of this object type when they search. So this is the search, right? You want this object related records to be visible, then yes, click on allow search. And after that, Again, this is like optional. If you want to go and select the settings, if not, just click on save, and this should be creating your a custom object. Now this is how you'll see. Okay, so the API name is proposal underscore underscore C. So if you know, C is a custom object. So whenever the API name has underscore underscore C, that means that is a custom object. Same for field as well. Whenever you go and create any custom fields, it will have underscore underscore C. That is by default. Custom, it shows tick mark, yes. It shows like enabled for reports, track activities, track field history. Singular is proposal, plural proposals. This is how the custom object is being created. In custom object, now if you want to go and add the fields, you can come here. You can see by default, whenever a custom object is being created, these are the by default fields that are created by the Salesforce. So one is created by currency, last modified by owner, and proposal name. Now say if you want to go and add the new fields, you have an option over here. Okay, so let's click on new. This is how you go and add a new field. Okay, say you want to add a date. Okay, date, what would be any date. Okay, say like proposal generation date, for example. Let's take this example. So if you want to store a date, the data type that you need to select should be date. Okay, so now here you will see there are two things, like two data types. One is date and other is date time. So if you need only date, you need to select the date, but also if you are looking for the time, go for date or time. I will prefer always to go for date and time, because in future there might be a requirement from the client saying, hey, I also want to go and capture the time of it when the proposal was generated. Say like there are multiple stages into the proposal and they want to go and see like, okay, if there are 5 stages into proposal and they want to see like, okay, all the 5 stages at what date and time were completed, then this is going to help us. Okay, so I'm going to select date and time and then click on next. So that was step 1. Now step 2, you need to mention the label for that date field. Okay, so what I said is we will call that as proposal generation date. The field name will be again same and it will have underscores into this. So this is the field name. Okay, you can enter the description over here. This is a proposal generation date. Now here is required option. Okay, if you click on this, wherever this field is been used in any of the objects, say like this field is used in multiple objects, when we do a lookup and use it, then it needs to be entered everywhere. So it is only into one object, you need to enter it compulsory. So it depends on the company's requirements or the client requirements. Like, do you want to keep it mandatory at everywhere, or do you want to go and keep it not required for now, and then if it is required you can go and manage it at that particular place. Okay, so for now I'm not going to keep it required, I'm going to leave as it is. The next one is auto add to custom report type. Yes, whenever you create any new field, it's best to go and add to the custom report type. So what will happen is, like, whenever you go and build a new report, you will be able to see this field option over there. If you don't do that, then you need to go again to that report type. You need to go and add manually those fields that you have created. Okay, after that I'm going to click on next. In step 3, it will ask like, okay, this should be visible to which all user profiles. So if you see here, there are so many use profiles, okay, that are available, for which it should be visible. I'll say like whatever it is fine. I'm okay with this. Click on next. Now when you create this field, it will ask whether you need to go and add to that particular page or not. So proposal page, that the object we created is proposal, right? So when we create an object, a layout is also generated along with that, and it goes and asks us like, okay, do you want to add this field into this UI or not. If you untick this, it will not add. If you tick this, it will add. So I want to add this UI, so I'll keep it ticked and I'll click on save. So this is how, if you see here, the proposal generation date, the field name, this is __ C because I created it custom, and the data type that is selected is date time. This is how we see the fields, and this is how we go and create the field. Okay, so this is for today. Let me know how the video was. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, please drop those into the comment box. If you like the video, please do like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.